Let's talk a little bit about text. Text is one of my favorites because you can add so much, variety, like design to your drawing or to your, to your design. Okay, so even though we got like really crappy um, design like this, let me just show you how to just use a simple text to make it like designy. Okay, so for example, you just tap somewhere something here, and you got some text. And normally I would switch off the scribble functionality of the pad. So if I, tap and select a specific text, you wouldn't, just become scribble. So yeah, once you have finished that, then you can change the text. Double click. So if you got the scribble on, become really hard because you have to like get rid of like this and then write something. But there is maybe some conflict between the iPad default scribble, like Apple Pencil scribble functionality, and the Adobe Illustrator functionality. So my recommendation is that just to get rid of this, and using the keyboard, or if there is like a Bluetooth keyboard, you can do that. So let's just delete this, and say I got like a William Jamming, William Jamming. I'm not going to spell it, just JM. Okay. So for example, I want to add say a watermark to design. Okay, how to do that? So normally you wouldn't see something like this. Normally you would get the default text. So you get something like area or something like that. And normally you get like the distance between. You would just get a zero here. But I already changed it. So it's sort of like save the last time settings when I actually change it. So let's do it from scratch. Start from area. Change it to something designing. Of course, if you want like a chalk, more scribble like, you can do that. First, let's change to recently, there's a trend to make it like really slim. So I'm going to choose something slim. Let's do something like this. Okay, noteworthy, slim, and of course, when it comes to especially you design a logo, or design an icon, something like that. When it comes to text and font, do be careful. Okay, sometimes it's like a copyright, you can't use it commercially or that, because it's the design you will like be used everywhere, so you have to be extremely careful. Okay, you don't want to get like a copyright or intellectual property sue, something like that. So be careful about the font you choose. Right now, I just demonstrate that you can use this font and change it. Okay, so right now you can do something like this. Okay, and like this. But since it's like a watermark, I will change this to something more like a printed uh, font like this, impact. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is to go back, adding a little bit distance between the letters. You can do that manually, say 1000, something like that, or you can do that using here. We can click and then we can change by scrolling. And right now it's too big, so I'm going to make it smaller. And I want the distance like more great than before. Okay, of course you can choose some number that you think is good for design, and then you can rotate it and make it like here. And of course you can change the color, the feel, the stroke, right? You can change the stroke as something crazy like this. Right now I think yeah, black will be good. And for the feel, Normally, I would just use the black because I would just decrease opacity, so it's kind of like a watermark that floats above. But we haven't talked about layers yet, so yeah, this is just like a walk around. Of course, you can change the fill to some color that you find interesting, like maybe you can tilt it a little bit, okay? Just tilt it to add some of the interesting feeling or vibrant feeling, as long as it's to your taste. Right now, I think this is good. So I will just go here, and of course, we can change the stroke, like 100, something like that. Just something crazy, so you guys can see the fact, or just the dash. You can have a dash or gap, or you can have a basic or big oval, something like that, just to give a nice touch of the rounded uh, of your text. Okay, let's just go back. Paragraph, all that is just how the text actually interact with the elements in your canvas, and you can even change the blend mode so it can have an interaction with the uh, like with screen overlay, hotlight, color bar, darken, all that, so you can sort of interact with with the object. So for example, I can got something like this. So similar is like a bag, but in fact it's just like lighten. So interact with elements rather than at the back of the layer. But it can also serve as a workaround, since we haven't discussed about layer yet. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all. And yeah,